All right, so in this video, I want to cover 3 ways that you can rewrite your titles to make them better. I'm going to give you 3 methods, 3 free softwares that are going to help you write better titles. Now, what most creators do is they'll go ahead with a video idea, they'll record the video, but then at the very end, they'll slap on a title and they'll slap on a thumbnail. And in reality, it should actually be the opposite way, right? You should create the thumbnail first and the title first, and then build the video off of that. So one of the best ways to really get the best performing title that you can is to come up with several variations of it. And also you want to shrink it down as much as possible because you really want to keep it at like a 3rd grade or a 5th grade level because you want it to be as broad as possible. You really don't want to go after niche specific groups with your title and with your thumbnail. You want to build intrigue and you want it to be relatable so it can appeal to a large pool and a large audience on YouTube. We want to get a number of variations of this title, and then we're going to pick the best one that we think conveys what the video is the best. And we're also looking for one that's short and to the point because that works really, really well on YouTube currently. So we're going to copy the title that we came up with and we're going to take it into 3 different softwares. The first one is going to be Quillbot. Now, there is a paid upgrade, but you don't need it because we're only using this for titles here. It's a paraphrasing software, and then we're just simply going to hit paraphrase. And we'll paraphrase our title into something very, very similar for us. So we went from how to write better titles for YouTube to get more subscribers to how to create better YouTube titles to increase subscribers. Again, very, very similar. And I actually think that that one's better. So now we're going to you can also rephrase it so it hits something different. How to improve your titles to gain more subscribers. How to write more effective YouTube titles to increase subscribers. So you can just keep rephrasing. You can turn the synonyms up if you'd like. You can turn them down. It's up to you. You can also shorten it. You can play around with it. You can go more formal, more simple. I always like to go simple and shorten. And also I'll play around with the standard and I'll come up with like 10 different variations and I'll think which one is the best in my opinion. So I'll rephrase it. Let's see what it comes up with shortened. How to write YouTube titles for more subscribers. And the reason that this is so effective is because a lot of these filler words aren't necessary in a split-second reaction that the viewer is looking at the title in order to make that decision of whether they should click or not. So the shorter and more to the point your title can be, while still conveying the message, that's important, the better it's going to be. So this is the first one. It's called Quillbot. You can go to quillbot.com, use it 100% free if you're just doing titles. There is a word limit, but again, since we're just using titles, we're not going to face that limit here, and you can use it 100% free. Now, the next one is the new AI software called ChatGPT. It's also a very cool one. So if you go to chat.openai.com, and then sign up for ChatGPT. You can use this AI software. There's a lot of functionality in it. There's a lot of commands that you can obviously use it for, and there's a lot of questions you can ask it. One of the questions being, can you rewrite this title 10 different times? And then we'll paste the title in there. And it's going to kind of get you thinking about different ways that you can word that same exact title. So this is another really valuable method that you can use to find better titles to come up with for your videos. And finally, the last one is the Hemingway app. So just go to hemingwayapp.com. And basically what this does is it simplifies it down so to a 3rd grade level. You can obviously change the grade if you want to as well. But if we just type this in here, typically if there's filler words or there's anything that is really too advanced for most people within that specific grade level, it's going to highlight them and tell you to delete those words. Now, this is very valuable for specific titles if you have a long title or if you're creating a video for a niche topic. So for example, like I do Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, Amazon dropshipping, a number of different things, and I create videos on it all the time. A lot of times in specific video scripts or in titles, I'll have like the name of a software or I'll be talking about something really, really niche specific for dropshipping on that platform. And most people, if they're looking at that video, obviously, if you are dropshipping on those platforms, you're going to know immediately what it is. But most people that aren't, or most people that are just like broad e-commerce people, aren't necessarily going to know what that is. And so this really helps me kind of weed out some of those words that aren't necessary that most people aren't going to recognize. Now, just like this is valuable for titles, it's also extremely valuable when you're writing YouTube scripts, blog posts, etc. So these are 3 free methods that you can utilize to write better YouTube titles that are ultimately going to help you get more views and more subscribers.